Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Recursion Pharmaceuticals is a company that uses AI to speed the process it takes to discover and develop new drugs. In this video, I'll cover everything you need to know about that company. Here is the video format. First, I will explain what Recursion do, when it was established, and other basic information so you will have a good understanding of the company. Then I will talk about the products they are developing right now, who are their partners and their customers, and what are the use cases for those products. Finally, I will talk about some recent important developments and about their financial results. Everything I say is not a financial advice, so please make sure you do your own research. So let's start by introducing the company. Recursion Pharmaceuticals is a clinical stage biotechnology company based in Utah. The company's main mission is to make drug discovery faster, cheaper, and more scalable by using artificial intelligence. What sets Recursion apart is how they approach drug discovery, which means they are taking a different approach to how they develop new drugs. Instead of focusing on one disease at a time, the company runs millions of lab experiments every week. It uses automated systems to gather massive amount of cellular data and then analyze that data with machine learning. The idea is to detect patterns that can reveal potential treatments much faster than traditional methods. Recursion has built one of the world's largest datasets that link biological conditions with chemical responses. Their technology platform, often called the Recursion OS, which combines robotics and cloud computing. They run these experiments at scale, then feed the results into AI models to map relationships between diseases and drug candidates. The company hopes that this method will help them discover hundreds of promising therapies over time. Recursion became a public company in April 2021 and trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol RX. As of mid 2025, the stock price is around $5 and the company has 1,000 employees and they operate globally. Now that we have some kind of background about the company, let's talk about their products and what are their use cases. As of mid 2025, Recursion does not sell any approved drugs. The company is still in the clinical stage, meaning its treatments are being tested in human trials but haven't been cleared for use by regulators. That said, Recursion is developing several drug candidates and it also offers a powerful internal technology platform that it uses for partnership with large pharmaceutical companies. Further in this video, I will break down what do I mean by saying technology platform and what are those partnerships. Let's first talk about the drugs they are developing as of now. These are experimental treatments that target specific diseases, especially rare generic conditions. For example, one of their lead trial called REC-994, as of now it's being tested for rare brain condition that can cause strokes. Another drug that is under development called REC-2282. This one is in advanced testing, otherwise called phase 3, and it's supposed to treat conditions that can cause damage to the nervous system. Now, aside from developing drugs, Recursion's other major offering is its technology platform, which the company calls Recursion OS. This is not a product they sell directly to other companies like software. Instead, it's a high-tech system they use in their own labs and also in research collaborations with other pharmaceutical companies. Recursion OS combines robotic lab automation, high-resolution imaging of cells, I mean human cells, and artificial intelligence. It also it allows the company to run millions of biological experiments every week and then use machine learning to identify patterns. This helps them discover how diseases work and how different chemicals affect each one of them. The goal is to speed up the early stages of drug development and uncover new treatment possibilities faster and more efficient than the traditional methods. Through this platform, Recursion has partnerships with major drug companies, and these partners pay Recursion to help with early stage drug discovery. In return, Recursion can earn milestone payments and future royalties if any of those projects lead to successful drugs. Now that we understand what products they are developing as of now and what's the technology they are using, let's talk about some recent important developments. In June, Recursion took a difficult but necessary financial step. The company laid off about 20% of their workforce, which amounted to roughly 160 employees. This move was designed to lower operating costs and extend the company's cash runway well into mid 2027. And also, Recursion was featured in a major Wired article published in July. The story focused on the rising influence of artificial intelligence in drug development and named Recursion as one of the companies leading the charge. According to the article, Recursion now has 8 drugs candidates in human trials that were originally designed using AI. This kind of exposure helps reinforce its role as front runner in the use of machine learning to discover medicine. Now let's finish up with talking about their financial results. As of the first quarter of 2025, Recursion reported $14 million of revenue, which is a modest increase of about 7% compared to the same quarter last year. This revenue came entirely from research collaborations with major partners, as we discussed before. Now let's talk about the losses. The company reported a net loss of $200 million for the first quarter of 2025. That's more than double the loss from the same quarter in 2024, which stood at $90 million. This widening losses was driven primarily by increased spending on research and development, which rose to nearly $130 million. From a cash flow standpoint, Recursion ended the quarter with about $500 million in cash and equivalents, down from $594 million by the end of 2024. Management expects to limit the total cash burn for the full year of 2025 to no more than $450 million, which will give them enough financial runway to continue operating through mid 2027. Finally, when it comes to analyst coverage, analysts expect moderate upside potential. The average 12-month price targets range from about $6 to $7, which implies a possible gain of 7 to 20% over the current price. However, this is quite a wide range of opinions, which some price targets can go lower to $4 and some analysts think the price can get to $10. But as always, you should do your own research because analysts can be absolutely wrong. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.